In the shadows of Rome's grandest triumphs, a figure emerged, destined to rule, yet denied the throne. A warrior, a hero, a legend. His name, Germanicus. What if Rome's greatest emperor never wore the crown? Discover the rise, betrayal, and mystery behind Germanicus, hero of an empire. What the story of this man? Who silenced his destiny? Watch to uncover the truth. In the shadows of Rome's grandest triumphs and darkest betrayals, a figure emerged from the bloodline of emperors and conquerors, a man fated to rule yet denied his destiny. A warrior, a hero, a legend. His name, Germanicus Julius Caesar. Born in 15 BC, Germanicus was no ordinary Roman. He was the son of Nero Claudius Drusus, a celebrated general, and Antonia Minor, daughter of Mark Antony, and Octavia, sister of Augustus. Germanicus's bloodline pulsed with the legacy of Caesar, Antony, and Augustus. Later adopted by Emperor Tiberius, he became heir to the empire's most powerful throne. From an early age, Germanicus displayed not just promise, but brilliance. Trained in rhetoric, statesmanship, and the brutal arts of war, he rose swiftly through the ranks. Charismatic, courageous, and cunning, his soldiers adored him. He inspired loyalty, not through fear, but through genuine admiration. He was seen as the ideal Roman, the hope of the people, and the future of the empire. But fate tested him. In 9 AD, Rome suffered one of its greatest military disasters, the massacre of 3 legions in the Teutoburg Forest. Arminius, a Germanic chieftain once trained by the Romans, led a betrayal that wiped out Rome's elite forces. The loss sent shockwaves across the empire. The eagles, Rome's sacred military standards, were taken, and with them, Roman pride. In the empire's darkest hour, Germanicus was chosen to lead Rome's vengeance. With 8 legions, he launched a brutal and daring campaign deep into Germania. He crossed the Rhine, built fortified roads through enemy forests, and fought guerrilla tactics in hostile lands. The battles of Edistaviso and the Angevarian Wall saw Germanicus not only avenge Teutoburg, but reclaim 2 of the 3 lost eagles, symbols of divine Roman strength. Germanicus's victories were more than military, they were psychological. He reasserted Roman dominance where it had been shattered. His army adored him. His fame grew across the empire. Statues were raised. Songs were sung. The people whispered, "Here walks the next Augustus." But in Rome, his meteoric rise ignited envy. Emperor Tiberius, his adoptive father, grew increasingly suspicious. Rather than reward him, he recalled Germanicus from Germania. It was a political blow disguised as a promotion. Instead of glory in Rome, Germanicus was sent east to oversee the provinces, far from the Senate, far from the people, and far from the throne. In Egypt, Germanicus showed both boldness and defiance. Against imperial protocol, he entered the sacred land without permission. There, he opened grain stores to feed the starving, a move that won the people's love but sparked imperial fury. Germanicus's popularity had crossed a dangerous threshold. Then came Antioch in Syria. There, Germanicus suddenly fell ill under mysterious circumstances. On his deathbed, he accused Gnaeus Calpurnius Piso, the Roman governor of Syria and ally of Tiberius, of poisoning him. Whether political assassination or cruel fate, his death in 19 AD devastated the empire. He was only 33 years old. Rome erupted in mourning. The people filled the streets. Temples held public prayers. The Senate ordered altars and monuments in his name. Coins were minted with his image. He had never worn the purple robe of the emperor, but he ruled the hearts of the people. Piso was recalled to Rome and put on trial, but before a verdict could be reached, he committed suicide. Whether out of guilt, fear, or imperial instruction, the truth was buried. Germanicus became more than a man. He became a martyr. Yet his legacy didn't die. It endured through his wife, Agrippina the Elder, who fiercely defended his memory. It lived on through his son Caligula, who would ascend the throne as emperor, though his reign ended in madness. It echoed in his brother Claudius, who ruled wisely, and in his grandson Nero, who began as a visionary and ended in flames. Germanicus's daughter, Agrippina the Younger, married Claudius and positioned her own son, Nero, to rule. In doing so, she extended the Germanican line, though Nero's name would become synonymous with tyranny and chaos. Ironically, Germanicus, the most beloved, would be the ancestor to some of Rome's most infamous emperors. So who was Germanicus? A general, yes, a statesman, a man of justice and compassion. But more than that, he was a symbol of what Rome could have been, of a future that never came to pass. He never wore the laurel crown, never issued an edict from the Palatine Hill. But in the hearts of Romans, he was always more than a prince. He was the emperor they were denied. Germanicus Julius Caesar, the emperor Rome never had, but would forever mourn.